everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I have the 6 cents sack for the month of January. I apologize for not posting content in the last month or so. I've been really sick. I am actually getting over it. So I did go to the Columbus Fishing Expo. I did see the aggressive average angler fisherman, or formerly known as Burley Fishing, with Paul and Jeff. They were there. I also saw Matt's Fishing Mission. He was there. That was really cool. And then I also talked to the guy that's locally here in Dayton, Ohio. That's going to be the Tuckle Tuck podcast. He was able to be there, so that was kind of cool to see him again. Andrew Hayes. But yeah, and then got to see Mike Quinlan and other things. I also won a trip to Lake Erie to fish with Mike Quinlan, which is MPFL, also part of the National Fishing Expo area. So that's really cool. So I'll be able to meet with him. But that video will come up later on. I got to figure out a date and stuff. So just found that all out. But without further ado, we'll get into this once a box for January. And y'all know it is winter time, so very hard to post anything cool, expo season, whatever. I haven't had much luck. Obviously, I haven't been fishing, so, but I've been working on some jigs and, you know, making some lures here for some guys. I think that one is a fire crawl. So, but without further ado, we'll get in this one's sack. 6 cents is a subscription sack that is known to everyone from like Mystery Tackle Box, a few others out there, Monster Bass, a few others, but I think 6 cents has lasted throughout all those and has never wavered. So let's get into this sack and see what we got for this month. Okay, hard bait. All right, PD4. It's a slow float. This is a Tennessee shad. Very good color to use, actually, up here in Ohio and in the Midwest. Very small crankbait, PD4. It's for those high pressure, sensitive, you know, fish that's going to be there. So this is a 3/8 ounce. And it dives 2 to 4 feet. That's what the PD4 is. It actually gives you the max depth as part of the name. So PD4 Tennessee shad, very nice. Starting off hot right now. I don't think we can beat that here. Ooh, this one's pretty cool. It's a silent one. I really like silent jerk baits. This is the Provoke S for the silent, 3 to 6 feet, ½ ounce. This is a Pro Blue Scales. Very nice color to it. Premium hooks, hardware for it. Not a lot of people throw silent jerk baits. A lot of people throw those weight transfer crankbaits, and they're great and all, but sometimes you gotta hit them with the silent, bro. So again, silent jerk bait, that is really cool. I mean, you're going to have a little bit of noise with from the hooks and stuff, but it's not that loud compared to like the other Provokes, or even a Mega Bass 110 or 110 plus 1 or any of those. So there you go, silent jerkbait Pro Blue Scales. All right, really good bag so far. Hey, you can't go wrong with these. This is just some soft plastics. Can never go wrong. This is a bounce worm. Can never go wrong with a worm. That's our typical green pumpkin something is what it's called. Green pumpkin watermelon. Or watermelon would be like, you got black flake in there. You got like Party City going on. All kinds of little flakes and stuff. I know it's very hard to see, but maybe you can see the flash in there. There you go. Soft plastic not too bad. Juggler hybrid hooks. These are 4/0 hooks. Typical straight shank, or your not straight shank, but your straight round bend hooks. Very nice. Next up is the Aussie. Aussie 4.0. You get a 6-pack. This color is 4K shad. Interesting. I don't think I used the Aussie yet. Really good chatterbait, bladed jig trailer. Provides bulk right to that trailer. And then you got the tail that kind of, see, it's a hinged right there in the middle. And then you also got some, this one is not hollow bodied, so this was a solid. So if you decide just to throw this out by itself, it's one thing, but I would highly suggest rigging up with a jig head, or on the back of a bladed jig or a chatterbait. Whichever one that you have and that fits your needs. Because not everybody gets to have all the cool things that the boaters on the Pro Tour have. So next up, we have some very nice swim baits. These are live minnow, 3.8. Divine swim baits. Obviously, A-rig season's right around the corner. Still winter, cold water. So this would be really good to put on the back of an A-rig, or you can put this on the back of a chatterbait or spinnerbait, or there's so many different things you can do it. You can even rig this up by itself and just swim it. So really cool. Next up is a treble head line through heads. It goes through the line through, and then you put a treble hook on there. This will work good on Divine swim baits, or even a Aussie if you wanted to slow the presentation down and run it like a fluke. So really good. Screws into the head of the bait, and then has and then your hookup ratio is direct, so with the treble hook. So that also will, if it comes off, it can slide up your line so it gets out of the way. So while you're fighting the fish, it doesn't matter. And then last but not least is the Juggle head spin forward facing sonar jig heads, 2-on hook. This is a 5/16 ounce. It's a raw, no color to it whatsoever, but it's an underspin. This you can also use again with this type of thump, or you can put this on there. I know it's weird, but sometimes just something that is not highly aggressive like the swim baits can actually catch you fish. So there, that one is definitely a good scenario. And that's it for the bag. Again, treble head, line through hook. You got an underspin, very nice in this bag. You have the Divine swim baits, multi-use swim baits. You can do anything you want to with them. Typical soft plastic. They are not made of that elastic or anything like that. Here you go, is the Aussie. This is the Aussie 4.0. So this is a 4-inch Aussie. Really good. This can go on the back of a bladed jig or a chatterbait. But I would use the Divine swim baits behind a spinner bait, kind of like what I have here. This is a this one here is actually a 6-cent spinner bait with a whale on the back. And that's what caught my PB for my largemouth. I threw the big blade off and I put a new one on there, but it was from Booyah because I was trying to use it catch more fish during a tournament or during a little get together with my brother and take your veterans out. But anyway, I would definitely use the paddle tail. This would be more of your line through or something just subtle if you wanted to do it. You can also throw, put it on a small little minnow head and just kind of just hover stroll it. So then you got your juggler minnow or juggler hooks. You have your juggler hooks. These are 4-aught hooks. You got a 5-pack. Very nice. Can never go wrong with terminal. Your typical worm. I don't know how else to say it, but that's your typical, this is a bounce worm. It's 6.7 inch. This is a green pumpkin something. Kind of a green pumpkin mess, if you ask me. It's pretty cool though. Sometimes you could get away with just using that. My 2 favorite baits in this sack is definitely these 2. First 2 I pulled out. I like running, I like cranking, so this is really great. I like cranking and throwing a spinner bait and kind of moving somewhat fast. If I do get a bite, I slow down and I try to pick off what I can. This and here's a silent jerk bait. You hardly ever use it. This would work good up in clear water or even muddy water. You don't even have to have sound because it can still feel the shock wave from it moving in the water column. So again, slow float, suspended jerk bait, 1/2 ounce, and 3 to 6, and then this one comes 2 to 4. So between these 2, you can pretty much catch your bass. Right now, with it being so cold, I would definitely want to have a slow sink jerk bait because it'll be the water temperature is super cold. So, but that's all I got for this video. Let me know what you guys think of the bag. Do you guys like this content? I mean, it is wintertime. I mean, not a whole lot I can do. Again, I apologize for not posting or anything. I've just been super sick. I was able to get some done for those are on. I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, I'm on Facebook, and as well as obviously YouTube. So if you're interested in any of those baits that I created for friends of mine, I also posted on Instagram and also Facebook. Let me know and we will talk and figure something out. But other than that, that's all I got for this video. Thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for swinging by. As always, God bless. Time lapse. We are out of here.